I will talk about a little aspect of comparison between two ethnic groups, just about preserving the mother tongue. When migrant children move to another country, what happens to their mother tongue? This is my topic about. So let's say something about immigrants in Slovenia. 80 to 90% of them come from the area of former Yugoslavia, and approximately half of them come from Bosnia and Herzegovina. As my colleague already explained, we have 9 Bosnian culture associations, actually 10, but only 9 are part of the Bosnian Culture Association that was established in 1997. So, talking about migrant students, especially about children from 9 till 15, around 800 to 1,000 children come every year. Every school year, new students come to Slovenian primary school, and let's say about 400 of them come from Bosnia and Herzegovina. Slovenian school legislations allowed that besides learning the Slovenian language as the language of the environment, they can also preserve their mother tongue and culture. And this can happen at the school that children go to. So Slovenian Ministry of Education, Science and Sports covers some costs. The expenses for 60 hours per year, at least 60 hours, and some materials for students and some material costs. But ministry doesn't cover travel costs and the payment for the teachers, so this is the problem. As we already heard, it's about the interstate and bilateral agreements between two states. So Slovenia pays for Slovenian lessons in Bosnia and expects, according to this agreement, that Bosnia and Herzegovina will pay for Bosnian lessons in Slovenia. Because this doesn't happen, Bosnian cultural associations applied a project in 2011. The topic was about language and culture for children and youth, and so not about adults, nothing about adults, and they called the project The Roots in Bosnia, a Tree in Slovenia. The project was supported by Switzerland, and it was realized in April 2012 and till June 2013. The project was written by Daniela Gutic, led by Admir Baltic, and Ivana Čančar was their professional counselor. And they had 2 teachers, Jasmina Imširović in Ljubljana and Velenje, and Edina Silić, who taught Bosnian lessons in Jesenice. Results of these short projects, projects always have time limitations. This is not good, but this project in 1 year and a half had great results. More than 100 children were involved. They were from 16, 19 years old, and they made 400 hours of Bosnian lessons and culture. They were divided in some grammar and a lot of discussion. And they also had some video and film workshops, and Days of Bosnia and Herzegovina came to Slovenia. This is very important because they didn't talk just about traditional food and traditional music. They talked about everyday life, about modern culture. Let's just give you some names. The children saw a film of Ismet Mujezinović, Tuzla, a city on a grain of salt. Then Selma Dizdarević came and played on the violin, and Zrinka Andrejaš played on piano. And children listened to the interpretations of the works of Mag Dizdar, Alenka Šantić, Anton Branko Šimić, Nerzuk Čurač, and they also saw the monodrama Dervish and the Dead, performed by Irfan Kasumović. This is very important. So 2 publications. We have now 2 very important publications in Slovenia. They represent the added value of the project because they are available in printed form even when the project concluded. The first one is a textbook, How to Teach Bosnian Language and Culture in Slovenia. And the second one is like some kind of guideline for teachers who teach migrant children and they don't know what to do. They don't know how to teach Slovenian language. They don't know how to develop intercultural competence among all the students, not just migrant students, and this is some kind of very precious guideline. What happened after the project concluded? In this school year, only one school continues with Bosnian lessons and culture. It's called Livada Primary School in Ljubljana, and the teacher now is Diana Harčević-Čatic. In November and December 2014, I made some interviews because I wanted to see what's going on now. I talked to Admir Baltic, Barbara Hanuš, who teaches Slovenian here, the teacher in Slovenia, Diana Harčević-Čatic, and Goran Popović, who's a headmaster of the school in Ljubljana, and the pupils who attend Bosnian lessons now. So now we will see two different perspectives. Admir Baltic thinks that the question of the possibility for learning mother tongue should be related to the rights of children to learn the mother tongue, not to agreements between states. Some of these children are already the Slovenian citizens, and their parents work. They work and they pay taxes in Slovenia. And he thinks that we will not solve this question through a bilateral agreement, and says that it is very difficult for his organization to find a financial support here in Bosnia. So he wishes that Slovenia would support these lessons, and till then he applies for new projects to get money for the Bosnian lessons and other activities, of course. Teacher who teaches now in Ljubljana lives in Koper. She moved from Sarajevo to Slovenia nearly 2 years ago. Every week she travels from Koper to Ljubljana and teaches Bosnian students in Ljubljana, and she says, please support us, take care of the diaspora as well. We are also still part of this state. This is her opinion. And I also talked to the students. Only 11 students attend the Bosnian classes in this year. 10 of them were born in Bosnia and Herzegovina, and only one was born in Slovenia because his parents came from Bosnia to Slovenia to work. In some cases, only father first worked in Slovenia, and in some cases, father and mother both worked in Slovenia, and children lived with their grandparents. And after several years of separated lives, they actually, of course, normally they wanted to live together, so they decided all to move to Slovenia. When children come to Slovenian schools, they come to different classes. My students came into the 2nd, 3rd, 7th, or 8th class, so they were included, they started to learn Slovenia, and now they go to the Bosnian lessons too. They all said that their mother tongue is Bosnian. At home they speak Bosnian, or they speak Bosnian and Slovenian. They said, some of them, they also speak Turkish, and now they learn German and English too. 2 of my students are also active in one of the Bosnian associations, and they said they visit their relatives in Bosnia and Herzegovina every 2nd or 3rd weekend. So they travel to here once or twice per month. And they also explained to me that they have relatives all over the world. Some of them have relatives who work and live in Austria, Germany, and Switzerland. I spoke to the headmaster of primary school Livada too, and you should come to see this school. On the entrance door, it is written, the Livada Primary School, Ljubljana, it is a multicultural, multi-ethnic, multinational, multilingual, contemporary, innovative, healthy, and eco school. So they are proud, very proud of the diversity they have. And signs, good afternoon, you can see the signs everywhere when you enter the school, on the stairs, on the floor, in, 20, 30 languages. And they also support, they are not just multilingual and multi-ethnic, they actually support lessons in mother tongue. They have Bosnian, Macedonian, and Serbian lessons of mother tongue at that school. As we already heard on the other side, Slovenian language in Bosnia and Herzegovina has more financial support, and it is better organized. It is paid by Slovenian Ministry of Education. 3 teachers teach Slovenian in Bosnia and Herzegovina. We have one of them here. already listening. Barbara Hanuš is employed full-time. That means she has 11 groups, more than 100 participations here, and teaches in Banja Luka, Slatina, Teslić, and Prijedor. Ana Pulko teaches here in Sarajevo, Kakan, and in Zenica. Slavica Pavlović teaches Slovenia in Tuzla. And me and my colleague Janja Žitnik-Serafin visited the 15th meeting of the pupils of Slovene lessons here in Bosnia last year, and it was wonderful. So why should we take care of mother tongues? If I moved to Portugal or to Hungary, I would always speak Slovenian to my children. Of course, I would learn the language of the environment. But you know, when the children can speak both languages, Slovenian and Bosnians, and when they are proud of their hyphenated identity, maybe one day they will say we are Bosnians and we are Slovenians. And when they speak both languages, at least two, usually they even speak more, they can educate and they can work in the countries they choose. They can be proud of their identity, of their language knowledge, and they can live as active citizens in all countries. Thank you very much.